Hey y'all, what is up? For today's video, we are doing a first impressions using the Mcgrath Mothership 2 palette. This is my first time ever trying out any of her Mothership palettes, so huge shout out to Tammy for sending these to me. I appreciate you. If you guys are not following her YouTube channel, I will be sure to leave it right up here. I forgot to film my intro, so let's go ahead and jump into the video. Alright, priming my eye really quick with Urban Decay Primer Potion and Caffeine. I have no idea what colors I'm using. I'm just going to wing it. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to go in with... Alright, so I don't have a lot of transition options. So these two right here are the only mattes. Let's start with this one first. Let's just see. Okay, that's pretty. It's darker than what I would immediately jump into if I am going for the crease first, but that's all right. As far as the blend, smooth, easy blend, no problem. This is darker than what I thought it was gonna be. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so now that that is way darker than what I was even anticipating for this look, that's okay. That's okay. You guys know whenever I'm doing any type of eye tutorial, I always use one palette because I feel like, especially if someone's trying to follow along and I'm using a shade here and a shade there, it can just get a little bit tricky, so. Okay, I need my flat brush. Let's go in with this shade right here. This just looks like a nice shimmer. Yep, very pretty. I'm gonna pull that up in here. This goes on very smooth, nicely. We're gonna blend this together. All right, next shade. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take that all the way across to the middle of the lid. It's a really pretty shade. And then for the outside, we're gonna take this kind of taupey tone right here. Switching brushes. That's not as dark as I thought it was going to be, but that's okay, that's okay. So I think because I want to deepen that some, let's go back in with that first transition shade, and then we will go back with the taupey tone over it. And this layers right on over it, nice and smoothly, no problems. Sometimes when you layer different textures, it's not so good. I mean, that's not even necessarily the case. Sometimes if you try to layer two mattes by certain brands, they won't even layer that well. So the fact that these are two totally different textures and I can layer right over top of it, top notch formulas. Okay. Now let's see if we can put a little bit of that taupiness over. All right, and now I want to take this shade right here because this looks right here. This shade looks really pretty. I'm just gonna take my finger. Yeah, this is one of those that has that glitter in it. And of course it's falling all over my face, but that's okay. It's really pretty though. Now this is just from my personal opinion from watching a bunch of tutorials with Mcgrath eyeshadow palettes and now using it. I feel like if you're someone who likes that glitzy look, if you like to have maybe like a satin or a matte and then throw a little glitter on top of it, this is for you. Now I don't mind a glitzy look, but it's definitely not something that I do often. I can't say I do it on the regular, because y'all know I don't. And that's not me saying that the palette is bad. At the end of the day, y'all, it's just preference, you know? It is just a matter of preference. Now, I will say, if you are going to be doing one of these glitzy looks using one of those shimmers, do your eyes first and then do your foundation, because, I mean, that's any brand. If you have anything that has a little bit of that like pigment or a loose glitter feel to it, it's going to fall on your face. All right, then let's get crazy. Let's use this shade right here. This shade looks sick. It looks white, but it's got a purple flecks to it, purple pinky flecks. And is it gonna come off onto my brush? Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, this is definitely for the glitzy girls. I likes the glitter, a little glitz, a little shine. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this in. I'm actually wearing Pat McGrath concealer today. Highly enjoy her concealer. And I'm gonna take that same brown matte and line my waterline. All right. Just gonna take a little bit of liner, not too much, because I do not want to cover up all this fabulous glitz that I have going on my eyes right now. I love these colors. It's really pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, rest of the makeup is on. Let's talk about my first impressions of the Pat McGrath Mothership. Don't know which one of them palette. So right off the rip, the formula's bomb. No issues with the formula. The matte that I used glided right on. It blends well with others. The shimmers, like I said, that's something that's very, very tricky and something that I always look for in a good eyeshadow formulation. Sometimes you can blend two shadows together, whether it be the same texture or not, and it just not blend well. All of these blend beautifully together. Something else that I noticed too, I love how dimensional my eyes look. I feel like Pat McGrath has that in the bag as far as the textures and how they all just look. They give you this really, really cool glitzy look. Like, I'm not used to having a glitzy look like this on my eyes, so I keep looking at it and I'm like, this is really fun. Again, this is going to be a preference situation. If you're someone who doesn't like glitz, you don't like glitter, I don't think that her palettes would be for you. Like I stated before, that's one of the main reasons why I have not dropped the money on it. If it wasn't 130 bucks, yes, I probably would have bought it a long time ago and experimented with it, but I'm so in tune with myself and my likes that it just didn't make sense for me to drop that much money on a palette that I know I wouldn't use on a regular basis. I don't think these are bad. I don't think the formulas are bad at all. It's just gonna be a matter of preference. So as far as the first one that I'm trying, I do like this. This is, I feel like, a totally different look than what I would get with my other shadow palettes that I own, and I'm not mad at it. So that is my thoughts. That's my first impression. We have two others to try, and then once I try the other two, that'll be my make or break on buying Divine Rose, because I saw that it is back in stock on Sephora. So I will not be getting Divine Rose 1 anymore, because Pat McGrath will be launching Divine Rose 2 this Friday on her website. This is what it looks like. This is going to be my first official Pat McGrath Mothership palette, and I'm super excited about it. So you guys already know we will do a first impressions and plenty of looks with it. It will be on Sephora on June 15th. Shout out to Lori for letting me know that it comes out on her site on the 29th. Yeah, Sephora, I believe. So down below, I want to hear your thoughts. Are you a Pat McGrath fan? Do you like the glitz? Do you like the glitter? Which one is your favorite? And I know what some of y'all are probably wondering, Amber, which do you like better? Do you like Pat or do you like Natasha? You probably already have an idea. I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to save that for another video. So y'all know the deal. Keep it simple and I will see you in the next video. Peace.